today?
I'm good. I had a good practice earlier today with my 7-on-7 team and just got home from that, so I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. My friend came over to watch some football today, so just
Oh,
been
yeah.
doing that all day.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Uh, First off, what's your favorite class that you're in right now?
Oh, I would have to go with mm, probably my English 11 class. My teacher in that was really cool, Miss Fry. So I'll go with English.
So I'm an eighth grader at CAV, so you
hmm
probably had some of my teachers. Do you know what was your favorite teacher at CAV, like eighth grade teacher?
Yeah, I had a couple at Cab. Mr. Widman, he was one of my favorites for sure.
I have him for my first period. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he coached me in football too. Actually, he was Mr. Whitman. He was a quarterbacks coach, and so he was
Yeah.
definitely one of my favorite. I had him for history, and then who else? Honestly, I can't remember. Miss Olson, she was my math teacher. She was really cool. And then those are the only two that are sticking out right now. But yeah, I had a lot of those teachers, so I definitely probably know a couple you have.
Yeah. That's
hmm
cool. Do you know Mr. McGrath, the manufacturing teacher?
Yeah, I know him. I didn't have him, but I know him. I know a lot of the teachers there, but I didn't have some of them, but I know a lot of them.
Yeah, we did a cutout, like laser cutout thing.
hmm
Actually Friday, I made a Ducks logo for that. That was
Oh,
pretty
oh yeah, that's dope. I'm going down there soon.
nice.
Yeah,
Down to Eugene.
yeah.
Will this be your second visit down there?
This will be my third. I went on one. I went on one way back. It was I can't remember when. And so I went on that one with my family, and then I went on another one kind of recent, a couple months ago, with my family and my girlfriend. And then this will be my third one back with the new. But this is the new staff, so it's the new first time with the new staff. But first time new staff, third time seeing everything though.
Yeah, because I saw that you got the first offer, and then the new staff re-offered you. So
Yep.
that's cool, especially new offensive coordinator, pretty much knew everything. So
Mm-hmm.
that'd be cool. Especially Oregon actually really needs a running back right now because I don't know if you saw this, but we had one running back transfer and then come back, another running back transfer and stay in the portal. We just had another running back transfer, so we only got three running backs, and one of them's projected to go to the draft.
Yeah.
So,
Is the one that's about to go to the draft, is that CJ?
yeah, CJ, he
Yeah,
hasn't he hasn't declared or anything yet.
I was talking to coach about that, but you know your stuff. I see you. Yeah.
And you kind of remind me. Your play style kind of reminds me of Travis Dye.
Oh yeah, I know you. Dye's cool. He's a good runner.
Yeah, he just hopped in the transfer portal because you guys are both quick.
Mm-hmm.
Run over some people if you have to, and
Yeah.
make some catches out of the backfield. So,
Oh yeah, appreciate that.
so what's your favorite visit that you've gone on so far?
I'd say probably most favorite in like recent memory. Probably the last one I went on, Michigan. But wherever you go, when you go on the visit, when you come out of them, you're like always like, dang, that was really dope. And so it kind of changes by each visit you take. If I go on, so when I go to Oregon, I'm probably gonna come back and be like, damn, that was dope. And so it changes a lot. But my last one at Michigan was pretty cool, and that's for sure. So I'll say that visit right now, and that was
That one?
yeah, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that. Yeah,
Yeah, we got a couple of them. We got
yeah.
Oregon one,
Mm-hmm.
A&M,
Oh, that's dope. I didn't know you could do that.
Washington, Notre Dame.
Yeah. Okay, I see you. I didn't know that was all possible. That's cool.
Yeah, this StreamYard thing's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd say though, yeah, Michigan was definitely my favorite so far. Visit.
That you went down for the game that they played against Washington there, right?
Yeah, I went down for the Washington game with a bunch of my teammates, and that was really cool to see that whole atmosphere there. It was an amazing atmosphere, but when you go to a lot of different places, and so it's kind of hard to compare all of them to each other just because because obviously all of them are just very exciting, and so can't really compare them. But it was a good game when I went down there.
Yeah, because you grew up a Husky fan, obviously, right?
Yeah, my dad, he was a big Husky fan coming up. Just it's the local team, so we always go down there. So I guess yeah, we grew up Husky fans.
What's your favorite highlight from this past season at Lake Stevens?
Like just like my favorite moment. Is that what you kind of mean?
Yeah.
All right. Honestly, so the first game when we played O'Day, that win was absolutely just it was crazy because everybody was doubting us. I was injured going into the game like a couple weeks before it, and so everyone was like thinking I wasn't going to play. So I was able to play, and we were able to beat them, and that kind of shocked the whole state. Ain't no one thought we were about to beat O'Day. They had a bunch of big linemen, and our line was really small, and we still were able to beat them. So that was amazing. And then I'd say other moment, probably the Emerald Ridge game because our quarterback Grayson he had hurt his ankle right before it. Our freshman had to step up, and then I had to play a little QB. I didn't actually have to play that game really QB, but our freshman stepped up, came in, he killed it. And then that game was just crazy because you don't see freshmen step up the way he did. He absolutely murdered it. Just getting
Yeah.
thrown at him and my brother, they're both freshmen. They killed it this year, being able to step in and be playmakers like that. So that definitely was a big game for us also.
Yeah, they both go to my school, obviously, and so I have a friend who literally travels to every single game that you guys play. Like, no matter where it is, he travels there. He went to the state championship game.
Yeah.
And I remember him and another friend of mine, they were just talking all week of that game because they were like, oh my God, Grayson's out. There's this kid that goes to our school. He's going to be playing. Hopefully he goes and does well. And clearly it worked out. So,
Oh yeah, it worked out good.
uh, was it last year or 2 years ago that you guys made state, or were you on that team? Because I know you guys made state this year. Did you make it?
Yeah. So we made state this year. Last year we had COVID, and so we only got 5 games, no state championship. Year before that, we lost in quarterfinals. That was with we had a really good team that year. If we made it to state that year, I know we could have won it, but we ended up losing in quarterfinals. Sadly, the year before that though, I wasn't playing because the year we lost in quarterfinals, I was a freshman. I'm only a junior right now.
So
And
you
so
were in eighth grade the year that they made
I
state.
yeah, I was in 8th grade. They made state, and then yeah, we came back next year trying to get there, and we fell a little short. And then COVID, and everything happened.
So with being the like ninth grader freshman, since you're not really at the school, does it kind of like affect your playing time or how much you get like how much chemistry that you have with your teammates as a freshman because you don't really go to that school and you don't have classes with them?
Yeah, I would say no, but I have a little different situation. My sister, she same grade as a lot of the seniors on the team that year, so I'd grown up around them, and I was very comfortable around them, and they had known me, and so that definitely helped me just have good chemistry with all of them as a freshman. But I could see if you like if you're just kind of coming in and no one really knows who you are, it might be harder if you're not in class with everybody. But at the same time, my brother he came in and he didn't know any, or he knew people because of me, but he didn't know a lot of the older guys, the seniors, and everybody yet. And so that definitely, but he had an easy transition. So I would say it could be. It really depends on your personality. But at the end of the day, when the seniors and the juniors see kids from Cav getting pulled up, it makes us excited because we know they're going to end up being good if they're already getting pulled up. So I say not really, but it really depends on who you are.
Was there any guys on the Lake Stevens team that like didn't play that much this year, but like you are excited to see them play next year or the year after that?
Um, I think obviously I'm excited to see what my little brother does in his whole high school career, but that's family. My friend Gabe Graham, he's our ex. Can't wait to see what he does when he starts getting some more targets this year, because he's supposed to. We lost Drew. He was our main receiver, and so now we're waiting to see who fills it. Hopefully it's him, but we don't know really who's gonna fill that spot yet. Who's gonna be the guy on the outside? Besides that, Cole Becker, he's really good. He was our number one special teams player. He got in on every tackle on special teams. I can't wait to see what he does this next year. But yeah, we're gonna be solid again. Hopefully, as long as everyone stays working.
Are there any like classes that you are signed up for next year that you're super excited about for classes?
So I'm graduating early. I'm enrolling school early when I go to college. So I'm only taking like it's like 3 classes next year. I just need a math, a social studies, a math and social studies credit, and a English credit, I think, or science, one of the two. And so I'm excited. I'm taking personal finance instead of calc. So it teaches you more about life math and how to balance checkbooks and stuff like that. I heard it's hard, but they said it actually is teaching you real stuff, so you want to actually know how to do it. And so I find that exciting, just learning how to learn some more real life experience type stuff. But I look forward to that for sure.
They should make that a non-elective. They should make that like needed
Yeah.
because some of the stuff that they don't teach you, they should be teaching you, and some of the stuff that they do teach you is kind of unnecessary. So I feel like that kind of should be a main class.
I agree with that 100%.
Then, because is there any like schools for college that you're more leaning towards because of academics, or is it mainly just because of football program?
I want both. So I want a school that's well respected academically, but also has a very well respected football program that gets guys to the league. So obviously, there's a lot of programs like that because there's a lot of colleges in the world that are really good at academically. But now I'm just trying to find like the ones that also have the amazing football programs with them.
Yeah, I just accidentally said program. I think I'm turning too much Southern. We got too many coaches from the South now at Oregon that I'm turning
Yeah,
program.
right back coach that he's been recruiting me there. He's from the South too. Yeah,
Which coach?
the coach Locke. He's the running back coach at Oregon now.
Has Dillingham, Dilly been recruiting you at all?
Yeah, he texted me actually this morning. He was just saying what's up and saying he can't wait to see me when I'm down there and everything.
So I know with Oregon having a defensive minded coach, does that affect your decision at all for going to Oregon or not, and different schools that have that same situation because you're mainly an offensive player?
Not at all, because they're gonna put the obviously like you said, he's a defensive minded coach. So that just means he's probably gonna be more involved with the defense and the offense. But he's gonna put the right guys on the offensive side to get us right. So I'm not too worried about that aspect of it at all.
Uh, so guys like Dillingham and Locke, they're do you think those were good hires for Oregon, or do you think there were other guys out there that they could have done instead?
I think they were great hires. Obviously, when you get to that level, if people are getting brought in specifically for a job and they're getting found out of all the different people that want that job, you're gonna have a good guy no matter what. And so I definitely think that they were good. Obviously, head coaching job, that's kind of hard to like tell, like, oh, was that a good hire? Because head coaches are judged off straight off of wins and losses. And so he could come in and he could win all the games and it's a great hire. But if he comes in, he could lose all of them. And it doesn't even have to be his fault, but it's still gonna go on his back just because that's what comes with the head coaching title, or with the title. And so I definitely think that both of them were good hires. Though I've talked to both of them. They both seem like genuine, straight up dudes. Especially Locke, he's a really cool guy. So I really like those hires.
So you said that Michigan was your favorite visit. Do you have like a least favorite visit that you were like, oh, that was kind of
No, honestly, with all my visits, I kind of chunked them all together. And the most recent, that's always usually my favorite. So after I go to Oregon, that'll probably be my most favorite visit again. And I don't look down on any visits, if I'm being honest. I'm blessed just to be able to go check out all these different programs. And so I enjoy every single one of them, not one more than another. But obviously, when it's fresh in your mind, one seems cooler than the other at the time. But that's just kind of how the recruiting game go.
so? How excited were you when you got your first offer, and which school was your first offer from?
Utah was my first offer, and I was really excited. I went out to this. I just come off of an injury, and so I was a little like worried about getting back into the football scene or whatever, I guess you could say. So I went out to this camp, and I hadn't even trained or anything. Like, I was fresh off the injury, and went out to this little camp and ran fastest 40 at the camp, jumped the highest vertical at the camp. I outperformed everybody at the camp, and then Utah offered me shortly after, and so it was a big surprise. I wasn't expecting to get an offer just off of that camp, and so that was obviously an amazing feeling. And getting your first one is something you'll never forget for the rest of your life.
So does Utah get a little bump in your scale because they were your first offer, or
No,
like is
I'd
that
say obviously, like, you show love because if someone offers you first, they're the first people to believe in you. But at the same time, after that, when you start getting other offers, that's a bunch of other people that are saying, "Hey, we believe in you just as much as them." And so it kind of all, and to me, all of them are pretty even, but they'll definitely hold a special place in my heart. The fact that they were my first.
Offers from like Boise State and stuff, does the Power 5 teams get more up there for you than the non-Power 5 teams just because higher chance of making the playoffs, I guess?
No, I'd say Boise State. They're my only non-power five team, and I have a really good connection. So UW's coach, the running back coach that was recruiting me from UW, he went and took the job at Boise State. I have a really good connection with him, and so he offered me over there at Boise. And I'm gonna look at them as I look at every other team. If I'm being honest, I'm not looking down or anything, just because the relationship I have with the guys is a really special one. And so I'm gonna respect every offer that I have. I'm not gonna look down on any, and I'm gonna hear out every coach the exact same. I'm gonna put it in the same scale. What can they do for me? Is it a family atmosphere? And go down my little list of what I want to see, and whatever schools have it at the end, those will be my top schools, and I'll just try to figure it out from there.
Okay, so before we go, I gotta ask, do you have any like? Because I know you haven't come out with a top 7 or anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any like narrowed down or anything right
Yeah,
now?
I'm in that process right now, just trying to cut a couple schools, but I'm waiting to see some more options because like offers are still rolling in, obviously, and so I want to see who else kind of wants to jump in the party, and then there's a lot of still a lot of good schools out there, so I just want to make sure I check all the boxes and make sure I've looked at everything I need to, because at the end of the day, this decision it'll change your life, and so I want to definitely look at all the different avenues I could take.
Especially because you still know that you're getting offers every couple days or weeks or something because you
Yeah,
getting the offers consistently from Louisville and different schools like that.
yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk with me.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
See you around, I guess.
Later.